For many individuals, money is a highly sensitive subject. Since managing money can be so divisive, many people ignore the subject and concentrate only on earning and spending money. Essentially, there are two types of people: those who gain it and those who lose it. In this video, I will discuss with you 10 money errors you must absolutely not make. If you're new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button below to access additional content that will change your life. Number 1. Wasting money on vices. While using a few drugs in college may have been entertaining and appeared innocuous at the time, the reality is that continued usage can be detrimental to your health and finances. You can see that many drug and cigarette users are hindering their capability to achieve financial independence by analyzing how much money they spend per week or per year. For instance, one pack of cigarettes sells for about $9, and many smokers consume one pack every day. This works out to $63 per week or about $3,400 per year. The same money could have been used to pay your home's property taxes or fund a 2-week vacation. Number 2. Spending more money than you earn. When you are in your early adulthood, doing this can be tempting. As soon as you graduate from college and start earning a steady paycheck for the first time in your life, it can be tempting to waste your money. Although it may be tempting to make purchases such as moving into a new home, upgrading to first class, or traveling in luxury, the reality is that if your salary is insufficient to pay for these expenses, you'll likely find yourself living paycheck to paycheck. Although an increase in income shouldn't prompt you to raise your standard of living, the majority of individuals believe that once they are compensated, they should treat themselves. Instead, you should use this income stream to invest and buy assets that will help you maintain your wealth. Number 3. Not making informed investment decisions. A lot of people invest their money because they have a strong belief that the prices of well-known stocks will rise or because they have received advice from friends. However, investments can be quite difficult. Nowadays, real estate appears to be a form of asset that almost everyone is interested in. Many people believe that once they have an investment property, their financial situation would be secure. They believe that once rent payments begin to arrive each month, their income will quickly rise. Sadly, it's not always like that. Sometimes, tenants fail to make payments, appliances fail, or your property's value drops. Number 4. Pursuing quick money schemes. One of the most reliable ways to lose money is to participate in get-rich-quick schemes. As they say, quick money brings quick troubles, so being involved in a money scheme will almost always result in trouble. Ponzi scams, pyramid schemes, and make money overnight offers are examples of get-rich-fast schemes that are all designed to enrich the scheme's developer at your expense. When considering new business initiatives, make sure to be cautious of options that seem to offer low risk but huge potential rewards. Number 5. The lack of an emergency fund. Truth be told, life doesn't always go as planned, and sometimes you need money to get yourself out of a hole. For instance, your washer might break down, your car might abruptly stop operating, or you might lose your job. Almost everything in life is expensive, and not saving money for emergencies is a serious financial mistake. A 2019 Federal Reserve research revealed that roughly 40% of American adults would be unable to meet a $400 emergency fund using cash, savings, or a credit card charge that they could rapidly pay off. In order to raise the $400, roughly 27% of those interviewed would have to take loans or sell something. Number 6. being financially dependent on only one stream of income. Most people's way of life involves having one consistent source of money, and that is typically a paycheck. Unfortunately, despite what many might think, jobs are not always secure. In reality, more than 21 million US workers were laid off in 2018, which meant that if your job was your only source of income, your income would have abruptly stopped. You must visualize yourself as a tree when considering your potential income sources. Do trees produce fruit from a single branch only? The short answer is no. Just as they have several branches that produce fruits and flowers, so should you. Number 7. Using credit cards excessively. Credit cards can be a practical tool for many people, but they can also be a direct route to debt for others. While some applications and services require credit cards, relying on them excessively might lead to financial catastrophe. Using credit cards encourages impulsive purchases. It gives you the impression that anything is within your reach with just one simple swipe. As a matter of fact, a 2001 MIT research indicated that consumers could spend up to 100% more when paying with a credit card as opposed to cash. Therefore, you must develop the practice of paying with cash instead if you notice that you are spending on credit too much. Number 8. Fear of assuming financial risks. According to the saying, no risk, no reward, you must take chances to succeed. However, you must carefully consider the risks you take. For instance, investing in an index fund has a bigger risk than keeping your money in a savings account, but the latter will never earn more interest than the standard savings account rate of 0.09%. I believe it is better to take the calculated risk of investing in an index fund, which tracks the trend of the entire stock market and historically has returned 7% yearly. Number 9. Saving money as opposed to investing it. Money that is kept in a bank depreciates over time as a result of inflation. But when money is intelligently invested, it increases in value. It is that easy. I indicated in error number 8 that it's a mistake to be afraid to take financial risks. People who are afraid to take chances are the ones who will save all of their money, allowing it to depreciate over time. The only funds you ought to keep in a savings account are those needed for daily spending and an emergency cash fund. In other words, you wouldn't just save for the sake of saving, but rather save to invest. Without a solid plan, money saved will ultimately be squandered on unimportant items. Number 10. Utilizing a single bank account. Numerous factors make having a single bank account unsafe. First off, managing your finances will be quite challenging if you only have one bank account. It forces you to consolidate all of your money for schooling, bills, and emergencies. Then, if you indulge and spend cash, you run the danger of not having emergency funds or tuition money on hand when you need it. Because of this, you must have at least 3 bank accounts: an emergency fund for when things go wrong, a bill-paying account for regular expenses, and finally, a play account. Thanks for tuning in. Click the subscribe button right away if you want to switch from the life you are currently leading to the life you truly deserve. That's it, and see you in the next video.